The following is a paid advertisement. The views expressed are the sole responsibility of the advertiser.
I'm attorney Justin Clark. Coming up just out on You Up Real Estate. I was around in late 2007 when the real estate market collapsed. I'm that old. I'm getting old. What is going to happen this time? It's all just ahead. That You Have Real Estate.
You Have Real Estate is proudly sponsored by Renewal by Andersen, your full-service window and door replacement company. Learn more at rbafla.com.
Welcome to You Have Real Estate, brought to you by Renewal by Andersen. I am your host, Justin Clark. A wonderful show ahead for you today, but first, my commitment to you remains. If you are thinking about selling your home, the first step you must take is you have to figure out what your home is worth. You want to know, if you sell your home, are you going to have enough money to buy your home? You can't trust the Realtor.com and the Zillows out there to give you an accurate reflection of what your home is worth. The place you can trust is us. All you have to do is call 321-282-1055. We'll actually send someone out to your house to see what your house is actually worth as we sit here today together. Great show ahead, but first, the opening statement. So back in late 2007, 2008, 9, 10, 11, even into 2012, we had an epic real estate collapse in Central Florida and really throughout the United States of America. A lot of people right now are saying, are we going to have another collapse like we did in 2007, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 again? It's a good question, a question they're going to answer by asking real questions. Every weekend here on the program, we ask real questions to the trend-setting people in Central Florida's real estate community. Kick it off today with the man who lived 2007, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 with me. Jay Heckendorf Talena. Jay, what's up, brother? Good to see you.
Thank you. You too, Justin.
We did it, though. I mean, we did. I don't know how many short sales we worked together.
Thousands a year.
You were the REO king in a lot of ways, too, meaning the banks would come to you when they foreclosed on someone to sell these houses. You had a lot of inside knowledge about why the market collapsed and what to do about that collapse. As we sit here now today together in 2025, you know, the market feels a little weird maybe, but what do you see? What's your vision as what is going to happen this time around?
Boy, Justin, so 30 years, we've had 5 or 6 recessions where I dealt with Florida.
Yeah.
And Florida's always been a hard hit state. This one, we're going to take a little bump, right? The tariffs are going to take, we're going to bring manufacturing back here, and with growth comes pain. But it's like tearing off the Band-Aid. That pain heals very quick, and it's not going to be as deep or as long-standing as the last recessions in the past.
So compare what you think is going to happen over the next 6 months to what happened in, let's call it 2008.
So the difference on it is that in 2007, 8, 9, that collapse was because of reckless lending. People were borrowing way too much, and the lending guidelines were much different. You know, take out 110% and, you know, whatever, right? As long as you have a heartbeat. And even then, they'd put you on a defibrillator just to get a heartbeat.
Right.
So it's no big deal. Now our lending guidelines have really tightened up. In addition to that, we've had a lot of migration in from the other states. And those more affluent areas, if you're coming from California, Colorado, New York, New Jersey, and you're coming down to Florida, Florida is much more affordable. You get a beautiful home, and it's about half of what it'd be in New York City or San Francisco. And so there's not even been as many mortgages. So we do not have to contend with the same volume of liabilities that we had to before. And in this case, our affordability in Florida is still reasonable. And there's a big difference. So even when we do take a little bit of a bump, it's not going to go as deep or as long as we had in the past.
Totally agree. And do you think that Florida and Central Florida in general is a little more insulated or a little bit different than the rest of the United States when it comes to the real estate market because of all these international and California type buyers?
And that's a really good question. So the impact that we're going to have in the economy in Central Florida is really tourism based. However, we're going to be offset this time. In the past, the last recession, we didn't have as much space activity. So now we have a lot of launches going off on Space Coast. That'll sustain that. And as far as the theme parks and tourism here in Orlando, there may be a bump on it, but people are always going to go to Disney. They're always going to go to Universal. They're going to want the beaches. Yep. And so that keeps our labor force employed.
The last time I saw you was at your house. You were playing the drums in Windermere, of course, and wearing shorts like normal. I don't understand the outfit today. You look great, incredibly handsome, but you didn't have to dress up for me.
It was laundry day. I ran out of
You ran out of shorts?
And my girlfriend said, Jay, wear a suit. And I said, yes, ma'am.
Well, speaking of that whole Windermere, Winter Garden area, Windermere's always been known as a fancy place. Winter Garden blowing up as well. You know
No
that
kidding.
area. You know that area well, obviously, and you have this listing on Bismarck Palm Drive, Winter Garden. Tell me about that, and tell me about Winter Garden in general.
Okay, so Winter Garden, I've got to speak on that one. Winter Garden somehow did an amazing job 15 years ago. Not necessarily the most desirable.
It was terrible.
Yeah,
downtown.
You wanted Windermere, you don't want Winter Garden,
Yeah.
right? The people in Winter Garden really pulled it together, redeveloped it. And so you not only have Winter Garden Village, but the whole downtown historic district off Pine Street. Amazing how what they did with the community. There's an event almost every day in Winter Garden where thousands of neighbors get together and they do walks and they do festivals and whatever. Bismarck is a great townhome. It was built by Toll Brothers. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,052 square feet. You can actually see the fireworks from Disney from the master bedroom. There's also, and this is in Winter Garden, everybody has dogs. So there's even a dog wash in the laundry room.
That's all right.
A little dog wash station. It's awesome. And it's only $575, which you break down the payment, you can't rent anything for that payment amount. No way.
Yeah, and if you want to even get a little fancier, you go down to Windermere, and it's Holdenberry Lane in Windermere.
Yes.
Talk to me about this one.
So 12880 Holdenberry Lane, Windermere. It's $600,000, which is literally a townhome, basically. Yeah. The price of a townhome. This, though, no. It's a charming Victorian, built in 2006. It's 4 bedrooms, 3-bath, 3,100 square feet on an almost 9,000 square foot lot, almost quarter acre. It needs work. This is an opportunity. So, bring your hammer, save some money, and you're going to live in Windermere. It has a downstairs master. It's zoned for Windermere High School. A lot of upside on it, and it's not a crazy renovation. It's really more cosmetic and just kind of updates on it, right?
Probably perfect for a family who knows how to do some work themselves, or maybe a flipper too. Could flip that thing and make a ton of dough.
Either one would work because there's enough room. It's priced accordingly, so either one would work. And you're in Windermere, which is still beautiful with all the lakes and golf courses.
Exactly. My best drummer friend.
Me?
See you. Of course, man. We got to get together soon. Always a pleasure having you on the show. Come back and see me soon, okay?
All right.
If you'd like to see either of these properties, the phone number on the screen, 407-205-0400. I will connect you directly with Jay, and he can play the drums for you if you would like as well. Here's what we'll do. Very quick break. When we return, you have real estate continuing. Justin here with the beautiful Makaila. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
There's been a major shift happening in the air conditioning industry, and Old Ash, together with Duquesne, is leading the way.
Committed to the future, Old Ash introduces a new generation of systems that use R454B refrigerant, an innovative alternative that reduces global warming potential by 78% compared to the R410A.
This change is perfect opportunity for anyone looking to replace an old unit or install a new air conditioning system. Old Ash wants you to understand what these changes mean so you can make the best decisions for you, your home, and your family. With a simplified product lineup, compatibility with both R410A and R454B equipment, and available refrigerant detection system kits, the transition is smooth and efficient.
Old Ash technicians are fully trained and certified in these new procedures, ensuring a professional installation that meets the latest industry standards. And most importantly, you'll have peace of mind knowing that their team is with you every step of the way.
With Duquesne and Old Ash, every unit installed is a step towards cleaner air and a more sustainable future. Stay informed, stay cool. Trust Duquesne.
Give them a call today to learn more about these changes and how they could affect your AC unit, and let their trusted service providers guide you through it. Old Ash, educating ourselves to educate you.
I'm attorney Justin Clark. If you're worried about your student loan payments restarting, call me now or visit youhavepower.com. Every weekend here on the program, we ask real questions to the truly trend-setting people in Central Florida's real estate community. Joined today by my good friend with Renewal by Anderson, Chelsea Zapola is here. Hi, Chelsea. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing well. And from Best of Central Florida, Makaila Nichols joins us. Hi, Makaila. How are you today?
I'm great.
A little
How
late
are
for
you?
St. Pat. A little late for St. Patty's Day, but it's a very nice green dress.
Thank you.
It's beautiful.
Did you wear that on St. Patty's Day?
I didn't get to wear it
Okay,
because I
see.
had K-pot on St. Patty's Day.
I see what you're doing. Chelsea, we've talked about Renewal by Anderson and what an amazing brand it is and all that you have done for our audience here. A wonderful job. And we talk about safety, but we also talk about the beautification of your home because that's what windows really do. Tell me about how windows can really change your house aesthetically.
What's great is it definitely gives you an opportunity to have a refresh and to make it more modern. We're seeing all these beautiful chic black frames is the new trend. And oftentimes you can't get those in your old 1980s windows. You need to have that upgrade to really enjoy that new style and comfort.
Your design process has always been second to none from the first time someone from Renewal by Anderson comes to my house and helps me determine what I need because I don't need. But you've really even stepped it up again lately with this new ensemble.
Yeah, the new entry door system called Ensemble is amazing. So we have a designer series that was created by top designers in the industry to really kind of give our homeowners an opportunity to have a starting point. Oftentimes you don't know, right? When it's a blank canvas and everything's custom, it's hard to know exactly what you want. But with the designer series, they created these beautiful designer made with other options, color, style that you may want to add to them.
So this is for my front door. Right?
Correct.
Okay. See, I think the front door
Which
is
is like
super
such
important.
a focal point of
It
your
is.
entire
It
house. I mean, that's
is.
what you see first.
It is.
I think the front door is super important. I think that's what a lot of times people first see is that door, and certainly if they're going to come into your house, they're going to go through that door.
Sure.
Super important. But I don't know what kind of front door I need. I don't even know what size I need. Certainly don't. You probably will know some of that. But
Yes.
how does that process work when I first call you to someone coming out and let's talking about the doors?
Yeah, it's very similar to the design process that we have with our windows and our patio doors. Our design consultants will come out and actually give you some options, help you build that door or help you select a designer series for that entry door system. And it really gives you the options of, do you want a solid door? Do you want a door that has glass accents? But it really allows you to have that custom-made Renewal by Anderson feel and look.
I think that the sliding doors are also such an important part of a house. And you
Yes.
talk about safety. I mean, those things are where bad people can get in also.
Correct.
What kind of sliding glass doors do you have and how does it work?
We have all the different types of sliding glass doors, from patio doors to French doors. We have narrow line. Maybe you don't want a thick frame, you want a very narrow frame. Again, custom made Fibrix products that can definitely keep your family safe. They have an auxiliary foot lock on the bottom that locks into the ground. So it really allows you to have the 5-point locking system as well as the auxiliary foot lock, which allows you to kind of make sure you have that extra
extra
protection,
layer.
because you don't want to put the broom, like we mentioned before, you don't want to do that because lots of people do, but it really gives you that security and safety feel.
And the beautiful part about this is this costs you absolutely nothing to have Renewal by Anderson come out. If I were you, here's what I would do. I would say, okay, let's do a quote on the entire house, all the windows, the new doors, where now you have all new glass in your house. But Chelsea, you've said it 100 times to me that sometimes you do that. Okay, we're going to see what the whole house is going to look like cost-wise, and then we do it in stages.
Absolutely, because you maybe you have a particular need in one part of your home. You can start there. We will measure the entire home, so we have all of your measurements. So when you are ready to do the front door or the patio door or maybe the rest of your windows, we're fully prepared, and that we're saving your time in that so that we have that project ready to go, ready for you.
I think financing, to me, she's more of a cash person. Like, I'm not financing anything, pay off the credit card every month no matter what.
Yep.
That's who she
Thank
is.
you.
I am more of a, hey, look, if I can conserve some cash and pay it over time a little bit, the programs that you have for financing are second to none.
Absolutely. We're the best in the industry when it comes to that. You have to get the approval, of course. We have to say that. But it really allows you to have the opportunity to select what works for you and your budget.
Yeah. What is this financing deal with you? What do you have
mean?
against financing?
I have nothing against it.
No?
I just, if we're going to do the whole house, let's just do it.
So what is important to you when you think about coming home to your house, and you have a relatively new house at this point? I mean, the beautification of your home is probably important.
Oh, it's super crucial. I mean, you know what it's like. I'm always cleaning. I'm always doing things. I love colors. Talking about doors, I mean, I've heard that a black door can actually sell your house for more. Talking about your real estate show, there you go. You should bring that up. Black doors increase the value of your home, supposedly. But really, I mean, it's all about your living there, so you might as well be happy in it.
Your style, your look. Let that inner designer come out.
Yeah.
That's why custom windows and doors are so fun. Those custom beautiful entry doors really give that extra pop.
Yeah. So when the design consultant does come over, are they going to show me some options and sort of help me choose what I'm going to like, and then also, what type of window that I need as well?
Yeah, they're going to take you through the entire process. And what's great is we have an augmentation tool that you can actually see what that style and that window is going to look like on the iPad. So you're not guessing. Is it, do you really like that grid style? Do you really like that color? Because it could be a little extreme. You can see it without being able to purchase it and see it on your home right there and decide whether you like it or not.
The growth of your business, of Renewal by Andersen here, even just in the state of Florida, has been absurd for me to watch. In the 2 or 3 years I've known you, it's gone crazy. Yeah. I think I know why that is. Why do you think that is?
For us, it's the best people. We have an amazing group of employees that really love our customers. It's the process, taking you through a turnkey process where you can feel confident with our designers coming in the home, walking you through the options and making sure you feel confident and just making sure that we say what we're going to do and we do it.
Yeah,
and it's custom made, of course.
I think it's the product, obviously. It's the culture, though, too, with your people. They want to do well for the customer because they know if we do well for the customer, we're going to do well as a business. And I see it every day. I see it from you who have called Renewal by Andersen. It's been amazing to watch. I think she might have a little something to do with that as well. But
just a little. Just a little. I love it. I love it. I bleed green, I swear.
Chelsea Paula, Renewal by Andersen. Do me a favor, QR code on the screen right now. They'll come out, they'll absolutely do a full analysis of what you have going on with the windows in your house and the doors in your house. There's no pressure either. They're going to say this is what we think you need, or maybe they even say you're going to be fine for a few years. That's how it works because of the culture of Renewal by Andersen. Thank you so much, Chelsea. Makaila, good job.
I came because Chelsea was here.
Here's who, I know you did. You have real estate continues. Introducing to you today my trusted source when it comes to all things estate planning and probate. It is Marshall Law. The man behind it all is John Marshall. How are you, buddy? Good to see you.
Doing well.
How important is estate planning in someone's adult life?
Estate planning is necessary for us all. I think people have an idea that estate planning is for the wealthy. No, estate planning encompasses much more than just assets. It's who's going to make decisions for us if we become incapacitated. Who's going to be able to pay our bills if we reach a point where, we can't cut those checks or, handle those finances because of an incapacity issue. And it's sad, but, it's likely going to happen to us. We're living longer, and as a result, the odds of you dying without having an incapacity issue are on the, going down. So you're likely to have a period of incapacity before then. We need the proper documents in place.
We do estate planning to avoid probate, but you do help people through probate when they have to. What is probate?
Probate is the process of transferring assets out of someone's name after they have passed away. And we would like to avoid probate because it's a court case and it takes a long period of time and can be costly.
Yeah, you're a great man, a great attorney. I look forward to getting to know you better. And I think that you should always call Marshall Law about any sort of estate planning or probate questions. Do that today. Welcome back to the show. We talked earlier about the epic real estate collapse in the late 2000s, really started in late 2007. And is that coming back? Is it a possibility that we experience any kind of a collapse like we did back then? I'd like to ask Elisha Lopez, broker at Ocala Realty World. You were around, I mean, you're younger than me, I don't know, but I don't want to talk about age, but I'm old enough to where I was around.
Yes.
I was a lawyer then, doing tons of foreclosure work back in late 2007. I saw it. I witnessed it firsthand. What do you feel about the likelihood of another epic real estate collapse?
Well, I definitely believe there is obviously a shift, and there's things coming, especially because of the calls that I get from asset managers, you know, in kind of preparing everything. So I know things are coming, but I don't personally believe that it's going to be like it was back then, because I was definitely right. I mean, that market, that foreclosure market, really is what like boosted my career to put me where I am today. But so
Makes
much
two
has,
of us.
right?
I don't know if we should be proud of that or
I
not,
know.
but I
Well,
mean, we helped a lot of families through a really difficult time.
And there's always blessings in every storm.
Sure.
And so that was definitely a storm, but lots of blessings came out because a lot of homeowners were able to buy properties at a really low price and be able to afford a home that they might not have been.
Yeah.
But I think that with technology, it just changes everything, because I had a BPO that was ordered from an asset manager a couple of days ago, and the way we did BPOs back in the day and the way they told me to do it now, I was like, wow, okay, this I could do, because I had nightmares about 20 BPOs a day. That was exhausting, and I don't think it will be that exhausting anymore, so I'm actually looking forward to it.
Good. So what does this storm look like to you? And I know we don't have a magic wand here, but what do you think? Is it cloudy? Is it a little sprinkle? Is it a full-blown storm?
I'd say it's like a medium, not like a little sprinkle, because there's so many homeowners, especially like in probably everywhere, but in Marion County, anyone that purchased in 22 and 23, if they want to sell today, 9 times out of 10 they're upside down.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and obviously short sales, yeah, that's another market that we maybe not be proud of, but we were very busy in, right?
Yeah.
And like we're running into that a lot. It's just that the homeowner, they're just not open to it yet.
What do you think I should do to prepare? Say I'm a homeowner right now, and maybe I am thinking about flipping the house or upsizing or downsizing. What should I be aware of? What should I be looking for?
You mean like if...
Yeah, what should I be looking for that the storm's about to come? It's tough.
Yeah.
I know, it's a tough question.
I'm thinking most homeowners that are in that situation, they're not moving just because they want to move. It's the need to move, and the need is going to be not being able to afford their mortgage payment, or if they have to move, you know, relocation, a death in the family, it's too much property for them. Like those things are absolutely uncontrollable. But we're not going to see as much as like, you know, I just want to like sell and move across town.
Yeah.
That's slowed down.
Could be a great time to pick up real estate though, as it's coming down a little bit too for a buyer.
Absolutely. And that's kind of one of those gray areas right now, because it's hard to gauge on a short sale. The bank still wants market value.
Right.
So it's kind of hard to get the deal done. And I think that that causes it then to become a foreclosure, because the bank's not working with the seller, you know, and the mitigation company to be able to negotiate something to make it work.
Yeah. Have you seen short sales come back yet? A little bit?
A little bit.
I haven't seen very many, but I mean, I do think we'll have some. I don't think it's going to be anything like 2008. I don't, but
No.
but I do see some people underwater, and you know, at some point you have no real choice other than to do the short sale and to try to protect your credit a little bit, not have the foreclosure against you. Sometimes a short sale is the best way to go.
Oh, absolutely. And a lot of, like, we'll have some sellers that they have a little cash reserve, and they're like, well, I could still bring $20,000, $30,000 to the closing table. But why would you want to do that?
Right.
Because probably that $20,000 or $30,000 is the last of what you have, and now you're left with nothing.
Save it. Elisha Lopez, Ocala Realty World. Any sort of real estate that you'd like to look at in northern Florida. We're talking about Levy, Marion counties, the city of Ocala, anywhere in northern Florida. She has you covered. QR code on the screen for her right now. She'll send you listings as they come live. Get out your phone and swipe the QR code. Good job as always. Thank you to our amazing team. Special thanks to the Employee of the Month here, Steve.
Yeah.
Always killing it. Congratulations. Most importantly, thank you. See you again next week for more You Have Real Estate.
The proceeding was a paid advertisement. The views expressed were the sole responsibility of the advertiser.